Ice Locked here with Nocturne Gaming, back again with more Idleon, and today we're taking a look at Citric Conflict Wave 200. There are a few things to mention before we get started. For this build to work, you will need two things: the Slow Roast Whiz bonus in Equinox to allow your damage to scale up over time, and a decently leveled cannoli in the dinner menu. It is worth mentioning with the new meal ribbons, it's possible to get over 1000% extra points earned in tower defense. Also, while it's not necessary, it can help to use your Beastmaster during this run, so you can use the Stop Right There attack talent to prevent any mistakes during high enemy count waves. Lastly, this guide can be used by anyone who has the Equinox bonus unlocked, so don't be afraid to give it a try. However, depending on your tower levels and construction or cannoli bonus, you may be able to complete more or fewer waves than shown here. With all of that said, let's get into it. As soon as you click summon, run to the left side of the map and start summoning towers as fast as possible. Start with a Frozone tower right next to the portal, followed by a Voidinator, then a Kraken tower. After that, place a Poisonic Elder, another Kraken tower, and lastly a Frozone tower. It's important to get these summoned as quickly as possible, otherwise one or two mobs might slip by. Once those are in place, run to the right side and place 5 party starters on the top ledge. Immediately level up the party starter towers to level 10, selecting trait A each time. Then start summoning the first 10 waves. Remember, we always want to summon 10 waves at a time to get the biggest benefit we can from the Equinox Slow Roast Whiz bonus. Once you have a decent amount of points, start leveling the other towers to level 10, starting with the Poisonic Elder, selecting traits A, then B. Next up is the Voidinator and selecting trait B each time, followed by the Frozone Tower and selecting trait A each time. For the Kraken Towers, selecting traits B, then A. It's okay if leveling these towers takes more than the first 10 waves to complete. Once everything is level 10 and you have a decent amount of points again, start leveling your party starters to level 20, selecting trait A each time. Once those are done, level each of the other towers except the Voidinator to level 15. Select traits B for each tower at level 15. After all towers are level 15, start summoning the rest of your defensive line. Start with 4 more Kraken towers, then a Frozone tower, followed by 3 more Kraken towers to finish out the line. After this, level up each tower to level 15 using the same traits as before. Now, it's time to get everything to level 20. Starting with the Poisonic Elder, select trait B. Followed by the Kraken towers, selecting trait A on each tower. As always, select trait A for the Frozone towers. I really don't recommend leveling the Voidinator past level 10 because we'll be selling it and replacing it quite frequently later. So if you have a ton of excess points, maybe level it to level 15 for a small damage increase. When you are able, it's time to start leveling the party starters to level 25, selecting trait B on each tower this time. After that, level the Poisonic Elders to level 25, also selecting trait B, followed by the Frozone and Kraken towers, selecting trait A on each tower. Keep in mind that each Kraken tower is very expensive, so it will probably take you a few waves to complete all of the Krakens. Once everything is leveled to 25, you can sit back and relax for a while until waves 171 to 180 start. I recommend turning on auto attack at this point with the Stop Right There talent on your attack bar to make sure no mobs slip by mistake. As soon as all of the mobs in wave 180 are summoned and the Voidinator has removed all of their buffs, sell your Voidinator tower and replace it with a Stormcaller tower. Level it to 25 and select trait B each time. This effectively doubles your damage because it gives you 100% crit chance. Remember to use the Stop Right There frequently during heavy mob phases of these later waves. When there are a few mobs left, sell 2 of your Kraken towers next to the Poisonic Elders. Place 2 more Poisonic Elders, then level them to 25 using the same traits as before. This will effectively triple your DPS for the duration of wave 180. A really big thing to remember here, at the start of wave 181, sell the Stormcaller and the 2 extra Poisonic Elders and replace them with the Voidinator and Kraken Towers we sold before. Wave 190 is fairly easy, so you don't need to sell the Voidinator and Krakens this time, but it can help if you have the excess points. Once all of the mobs in wave 200 are summoned, sell the Voidinator and replace it with a Poisonic Elder. This is important because mobs will spread out during this wave, so having 2 damage clouds can really help. As you get the mobs below 100 enemies, it may be worth selling some of the Kraken Towers at the end of the line and replacing them with more party starters, selecting trait B each time. Remember, the most important thing is having your Krakens at or below 0.3 seconds attack speed. So if you need some trait A's, select 1 trait A at a time to get to the desired attack speed. When you have 6 enemies left, you want your setup to look something like this. The party starters on the bottom rows using mostly trait B, but you want 1 Kraken Tower at level 25 with an attack speed of 0.3 seconds. If you notice your Frozone is slowing the mobs too much, to keep them centered, then it may be worth replacing the Frozone with another Poisonic Elder to get more DPS and maintain enemies in the range of most of your towers. When you have 3 enemies left, sell your Kraken Tower and replace it in the same spot, but this time only level it to level 10, selecting trait B, then A. This will allow you to maintain enemies in the center of the map. When you have 3 enemies left and less than 580 trillion total mob HP at the top, sell all of the Poisonic Elders, then replace them with Stormcallers. Level each of these towers to level 25 and select trait A each time. This is your final DPS mode, and once it's in place, sit back and wait for the end of wave 200. Congrats, you've now beaten wave 200 on Citric Conflict. Make sure you let the mobs in wave 201 actually kill the totem. Do not forfeit, as it can make you lose progress. Remember, if your towers are strong enough, 200 may not be the limit. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button and drop a comment if you're enjoying our videos. And a huge shout out to our patrons. Your support means the world to us. If you would like to become a patron, check out the link in the description for more details. And be sure to visit our merch store so you can get some pretty cool stuff. If you have any thoughts or questions, let us know down below, and we'll see you next time.